Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back for another video with the Terminator. So since Creative Assembly's announcement that 3K is dead, I've started a series of videos covering upcoming historical strategy games that can quench our historical Total War thirst. Last week I covered the amazing looking Manor Lords being produced by Slavic Magic with its picturesque landscapes, very promising town building and management mechanics, and of course the Total War style battles. This week's spotlight is focused on Knights of Honor 2 Sovereign, the sequel to Knights of Honor 1, which came out over 15 years ago and literally looking like a real-time version of medieval Total War with modern-looking visuals, grand strategy management with proper Total War battles. First announced back in 2019 and due to release this year sometime, Knights of Honor 2 is pretty much grand strategy meets Total War. You get to manage a kingdom in medieval times and have 100% control over things like its religion, resource production, diplomatic relations, as well as fighting real-time battles against other kingdoms or rebellions. The developers THQ Nordic initially penned it for a 2020 release, but they're taking a bit more time to playtest it and fine-tune the game mechanics to make the user experience as positive and fun as possible. They also do a dev brief release each month that includes a few major and minor details on what they're currently working on and how progress on the game is coming along. So definitely check those out. Link to the website is in the description below. From a can my PC run this game point of view, we don't know a lot just yet. However, I think you can rest assured from the visuals this isn't going to eat up your CPU or cause too many issues to your GPU either. It should be a fairly good looking game, but I'd say potatoes can definitely run it as well. When it comes to the objective of the game, ultimately it's like any other grand strategy. Conquer all of Europe, every single town or region any way you can. Now that seems simple enough on the surface, but if you played games like Crusader Kings 2 or Europa Universalis, then you'll know there's a lot more to it. There will be loads of gameplay mechanics and depth to the game to help you enjoy it a lot more and get you along that journey. The real selling point I'm getting from Knights of Honor 2 aside from this is it's more accessible. It's all in real time and it's all being built to be as clear and easy as possible. The devs don't want you to run through dozens of panels to be able to understand the current state of cultural affairs, for example. They want more of a Total War look to it in that everything is there in a compact and easy to understand manner, which I think is probably better. I love Crusader Kings 2 or Europa Universalis, don't get me wrong, but for many people out there, the user interface is scary, just straight up scary, and at times jarring. So having all the information you need a click or two away will be a welcome change for this genre. The other aspect of this is of course the sheer number of mechanics to play with and how that impacts the game overall. For example, take Prestige or Fame. Prestige is something you'll be able to accumulate with various cities you own. So if London or Constantinople, Alexandria, for example, is within your borders, you'll start accumulating prestige. Or vassals, if you have a number of vassals, or interesting resources that you produce, you'll be accumulating prestige. While fame is what you get when you win a battle or crush a rebellion. The more of these that you have, the more you become a major power in medieval Europe and get to sit around a table with other major powers that might lead to new and exciting diplomatic opportunities or random events. You can even vote among yourselves for who should be named Emperor of the World, or declare that you are Emperor outright, which if people deny could lead to all-out war. There are tons of gameplay mechanics, guys, from espionage to crusades to appointing characters to courts or marrying off your daughters. I've only scratched the surface here, but all of this together promises to be a very unique and interesting experience in the grand strategy genre. The game is essentially grand strategy meets Total War. Yes, Total War has elements of grand strategy to it, but we all know it's minuscule compared to other games in the genre. What Knights of Honor 2 brings to the table, which sets it apart from other games, is this element with Total War style battles, which is awesome. You'll be able to command multiple units of varying types in a battlefield, whether it's open field or in a town or a city, to battle an enemy army in a Total War style engagement. The gameplay videos look pretty promising, I'd say. From the playtests that the devs are currently running, we already know the battles will comprise of up to 8 units and possibly some more. Now, that isn't anywhere near what Total War offers from a battle perspective, but it's a really good start, and to be honest, I think it will put more pressure on you as the player to win the battle, to experience the battle the best it can be. Total War kind of suffers from spamming massive amounts of armies and units and dozens of units, which can be a bit of a pain and not to mention can last a long time. With Knights of Honor 2, you get flashpoints of battles where you really have to be tactical about where your units need to be, who they need to attack or defend against, and ultimately how best to defeat the enemy army without too many casualties. All of this peppered with things like unit morale, casualty rate, experience, even the traditions of various armies might affect different aspects of combat effectiveness. All in all, the battles in this game look both engaging and very dynamic, which is what you want. Absolutely, they do remind me of Total War battles, and with more dev diaries, we'll have a closer look at this side of things, and hopefully we'll have more gameplay footage very soon as well. The third and final point here is a two-parter, but first and foremost, Knights of Honor 2 will have modding support. Many games that come out, especially in the grand strategy genre, are elevated to new types of games thanks to the dedication and work of their modding communities, and Knights of Honor 2 will be no different. Mods can make a game the best it can be, thinking of Rome 2 Total War here. They can turn a game into something completely different, or mods can fix things that people don't enjoy very much. Mods are the silver lining of every game that supports it, no matter if the game is inherently good or not. They are the heroes we don't deserve. So to know that Knights of Honor 2 will have the support is excellent news, and honestly, I can't wait to see what kind of mods come out of this game. I mean, thinking of Crusader Kings and Europa Universalis, Hearts of Iron 4 even, the kinds of mods that come out for Grand Strategy are just incredible things, so I can't wait to see what comes out for this. We're also going to get multiplayer support for this game, which is really cool. Playing a real-time Grand Strategy game that morphs in and out of Total War style battles with your friends sounds like such a good time, so big kudos to the development team for making this a part of their final product. As I said at the start of this video, we don't have a release date just yet for Knights of Honor 2, but given it was announced in 2019, it was meant for original release in 2020, which was probably a bit optimistic, and that the Steam page currently says 2021, I imagine it's probably in beta right now. It's probably going through a lot of play tests to fine-tune and refine various aspects of the gameplay, from mechanics to visuals, etc. So hopefully we'll get a lot more news on the game in the coming weeks and months that tell us about its current state. So this has been my second spotlight in a series of 5 to 6 games that I'm covering in the next few months. Knights of Honor 2 is set to be an accessible entry to the grand strategy genre, which is a fantastic concept that isn't done enough, so I can say I have a lot of optimism riding on this one. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and found it informative. If you did, give the video a like and absolutely drop your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. What do you think about Knights of Honor so far? As I said, I'll be making a video like this every week, so there'll be a new spotlight of an upcoming strategy game this time next week. So if you're interested, subscribe to the channel for more and more strategy content, gameplay, and news. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.